It's the EBX show. EBX discussion. Yeah, it's the EBX show. Welcome. Yeah, EBX show. EBX discussion. Let's have a discussion. It's the EBX show. Brothers and sisters, what's happening? If you alive and breathing, as you know I always say, we alive and breathing, we are back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. So be thankful, because nothing is impossible when you got that divine confidence deep within, because that's what it's about. Paying attention to that what, brothers and sisters? That good old psyche, got to pay attention to that, because that's the focal point, that's the center of our well-being. Real talk. Just do a little studying, look it up. Look up the psyche, so you can really see and define what it really is. That's why I honor thy ancestors, those who fought hard to get many of us in the state and the place that we are in. Be thankful, the generals, the righteous brothers and sisters that fought hard to get many of us in the state and the place that we are in. So, and I salute current subscribers, new subscribers, anybody that view, I salute and thank you. And that's family too, and be a trailblazer in this life and pave the way by any means, as long as it's not hurting you or hurt nobody else. Distract all things on the outside of us and keep our eye on the sparrow, and that is children, family, significant others, those in our circle, whether in the world or online, because a lot of us got connections to people we care about and loved ones online, so I incorporate everybody, especially if you got a right heart. Those who struggle, may that great divine bliss or bless you. Those who are seeking to do right, it might be in some kind of challenge or circumstance, but have a good heart. May that great divine come into your life and make something happen. Now, those who are toxic and don't give a damn, put you off to the side to yourself. You don't want to learn, have no self-awareness, and just, flat out don't give a damn. That great divine is going to have to deal with you, because that great divine has dealt with all of us. So no exceptions to the rule when it comes to that spiritual spanking that some of us need in this life. And as we can see in the media, we see a lot of spiritual spankings taking place. So if you've been through the woulda, coulda, shouldas, as I always talk about, that woulda, coulda syndrome, we should know better, especially if we're up in age or levels of self-awareness. Because again, it's not always age. It's a matter of maturity and how wise we are and what we are doing with what we have learned, the knowledge that we have gained, and just the good positive character that we have developed over the years, and not wavered or compromised. It's a good feeling when you're on the outside of this so-called matrix and you see it all. It's the ultimate freedom, not having money, material, status, having a lot of people knowing you. Now, it's good to have the righteous brothers and sisters know us as our family, of course, because we want to teach and reach, with what we have learned and experiences, whether it's education, something spiritual or experiences. And we talk about all things of a righteous heart, because that's what I do on this channel, and many other brothers and sisters do. We speak nothing but encouragement with ease, love, and hard love. Same thing with easy truth and hard truth, because we have to accept all truth. And what's the main truth that we have to accept? The truth about oneself. Circle of life, brothers and sisters, always gonna come back to what's self, no matter what road we take or what we doing in life. In certain situations, certain circumstances, it's always gonna come back to oneself. So study yourself, and then you will begin to see things around you and everything else, because I always like to say, we cannot begin to influence those who influence, maybe have music, speaking. We can't begin to influence if we don't know ourselves, period. We have to know oneself and be a freaking trailblazer, right through all the BS that's out here in this world. It's the ultimate freedom when we are a trailblazer. We're unbothered and we just righteously pave the way. And I want to go into a meditative moment, and I want to read a little summary. Y'all know I like to do summaries, just like to kind of break things down to get it into my subconscious so I can feel myself with a righteous vibration, because I want to feel it all through my body. And what I always say, up and down our spine. You know, we have to take care of our body so we can maintain our spine, because as I read in the definition in the podcast I did, but I took it down. But me and my son talked about it in the father and son discussion. And he was talking about the nerves and neurons. And my son is pretty intelligent. He's very, he knows some things, and he's 27. He's of the new generation. But what is beautiful, he came into the world before the technology. So he got the best of both worlds. He's young, full of life, and he know what this technology shit is. He is, Of course, he's made some mistakes and wrong choices in his life, as we all do. But he's definitely, I'm glad he was born before the technology, as well as my other kids. They weren't born into this technology. So that's a blessing to have children that are kind of on the outside of this technology thing and know what it is. It's beautiful. We had to teach our kids to be disciplined with this thing, because it can be very, very powerful. So if you have a daughter, son, young or old, that knows what this world is about, the matrix, life, this technology shit, be thankful and keep pumping knowledge into them. Keep pumping independence into them. Self-reliance. That I read the definition of that. Self-reliance is a good tool to teach to children. Look it up. It's in there. It even says that in the definition, that self-reliance is good to teach to children, because they don't rely on things on the outside world when you teach them self-reliance, but not in a selfish way. We teach them to share too, but also not to be gullible and be aware of their surroundings, just like those who are like-minded, like us, right? So salute to the reachers and teachers that's doing their thing by any means necessary. Real emphasis on real. Keep doing it. A great divine will keep taking us right on through. So let's get to this summary of being a trailblazer and paving the way. Man, that's why we pave the way, because something you hear me say a million times, but I think we need to hear it. What we do righteous in the present, always and forever, benefit us in the future. That's facts. Always benefit us in the future. So that's why we pave the way, and we pave the way for the youth. Mostly. That's what I'm mostly talking about. We pave the way for the youth and anybody else that want to trailblaze in this life righteously. So, all right. So let's get to this. Before I get to it, though, thank those that's been listening, coming in to another edition of EBX discussion. And I got this is a lion on my banner here. It's the male lion, female lion, and it got the child in the thumbnail, but I couldn't get it on the banner. The picture was kind of big. I wanted it to be, wanted it to look good. So I don't know if you could see the child on there, but it's a child too, a cub or whatever. But this is a representation of family, the male, the female, and the son or the daughter, and that's what we paved the way for. We paved the way for, and something I like to say that you probably hear me say a lot. We start with our families and we work our way out. We'll learn our discernment on the way. So don't put no worry in there, no doubt, no fear, because great divine is not nothing soft, very strong and powerful, runs this whole universe. So how dare we be weak? Always look for a solution. Worrying is not an option. Stopping is not an option. Fear is not an option. And again, it don't mean we gangsters are hard or nothing like that. No, it's being true to oneself. Remember that, my generals. Salute, brothers and sisters, young and old. So I want to get to this summary of being a trailblazer, a pioneer, an innovator. He or she is a trailblazer that has many ideas, that are true and fair. Now, a little bit, the definition is different, but I changed the words around. Okay, the regular definition is a pioneer and innovator. He or she is a trailblazer, many ideas that are now standard and fair. But I changed it to true and fair, not just standard, true, the real truth. Again, a pioneer, an innovator. He or she, brother or sister, that's a trailblazer with many ideas and real truths that are fair. You know, a person who makes a new track through, it said wild country, but I'm gonna use that as an analogy, through the valley. A person who makes a new track through the valley. I'm gonna say that. It says wild country, but to me that means through the valley. You know, through the wild. That means we're blazing through. No matter what happens to us, no matter what comes to us, no matter what tries to stop us, we are trailblazers. We have to think like this. We have to think high of oneself, not in an arrogant way, and not in a conceited way. Just knowing oneself. So, because when we exude that higher self energy, that we can pass it on to those in our circle. Because, like I say, folks, we never know what an individual is going through in their mind, what they're attached to, you know, what they're dealing with. So that's why we just got to be a trailblazer again. But if it's somebody toxic and just flat out rotten to the core, we set them off to the side. We have no time, especially if they're an adult. We have no time for pettiness, nonsense, and bullshit, especially if you're an aware adult and you're healthy. You know, if you choose to make wrong choices, especially if they're really bad, and then you've compromised yourself, and this could be celebs or regular life. You know, if you like just literally gave your life over to the devil, then you have to accept those consequences. There's no getting around it. You can say what you want to the public. It doesn't matter. God is going to get that ass. Real talk. Been there, done that. So just try our best to maintain our path, stay on the straight and narrow, because what I just said a few minutes ago that I always say, what we do righteous in the present, what? But some of us don't know how to be patient. Some of us want to jump the gun and think we can make things happen. You know, none of us are bigger than that higher power. So we have no choice, but we can try to jump and do what we want to do and jump off our impulses and not even think first and don't meditate. Yeah. Good luck with that, walking through life like that. You know, that's like walking through life blindly. You know, that we meditate, and those that pray, and we take moments to ourselves so we can be trailblazers and continue being trailblazers. Because as I say about many things, when we reach a place of success in our mind, when we do become a trailblazer, what do we have to do, brothers and sisters? We have to study areas of ourselves to maintain and keep on what? Paving the way, no matter what. Keep our damn eye on the sparrow. Don't get distracted by social media gossip and all these things swirling in the media. As a lot of us content creators say, the web. That's why they call it the web, right? So don't get caught up in it. And the devil is the spider, and just looking for somebody to get caught up in that web. And so, you know, I've said before, I've been over the whole social media thing a long time ago. Now it's about lifting, giving positive energy, not wasting time, you know, being creative and sharing our gifts and sharing it to the circle and out to the world. Again, like I say, start with our families, work our way out. And what would that make for? A positive ripple effect. Throw that righteous pebble in that pond. You know, that ripple will reach you, you know, and reach others, you know. But we got to be on divine time. Like I said, not our time, not man time. Because things are so much more sweeter and so much more powerful when we walk with that great divine and we blend ourselves in with Mother Nature. Real talk. A pioneer, an innovator, he or she who's a trailblazer that have many ideas and that has many ideas about real truth and fair truth, you know. And it's beautiful when we can do that. I remember I said it's beautiful when we can balance the internal with the external, but we can balance the two and not get the two confused and just flow through life. Because that's the ultimate freedom, brothers and sisters, when you can flow through life amidst the challenges and hurdles and bumps and things like that come along the way. But if you got a high level of self-awareness, you'll see those bumps and turns and exits on this road, and just stay on this road. You know, don't waver. You know, learn from those who are being compromised. Learn from them, brothers and sisters, and keep right on being a trailblazer and paving the way for this youth, so this youth can be powerful, which a lot of them are. We just got to guide them in that right direction, like a lot of us were, you know, when we were learning. So pave the way. And I want to take a little break, and I want to play a song that I made called Pave the Way. And just give me a moment here. I'm going to switch on and find it. Now, thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. Really appreciate it. And like I say, keep on paving the way. Never give up. If you have a righteous heart, a righteous goal, you know, you have something that's in you that you desire and you always wanted to do. That's something I had to learn, brothers and sisters. We got to just do it, you know, as long as it ain't hurting you or hurting nobody else. If you got something you desire, something you want to do, a gift that you've been holding and harboring for a long time, what are you waiting for? Real talk. So I want to play this song. Excuse me, I might be making a little bit of noise, but I want to play this song. It's called Pave the Way, you know, and never forget the cause. Never forget what started this cause in the first place. So I'm going to play this song. Salute to my brothers and sisters. Just wanted to take a little break, play this song. I'll be back to give some more powerful encouragement. Here we go.
A call to protection from that divine for ourselves, from ourselves, so we don't become our own worst enemy. I'ma see what I gotta say. Try my best to pave the way. Hey, for the youth I see today. I'ma see what I gotta say. Try my best to pave the way. For the youth I see today. Hey, I'ma say what I gotta say. Try my best to pave the way. I'ma stay strong, just like steel, do what I want. Yeah, it is that creator's will. Keep my love, keep it sealed. Make a show me that we see. In this life, man, we gotta be free. Watching for our children, connected to our family. And you know I stay in my zone. Man, I gotta stay strong. That's why I break it down, protecting us from all our homes. I got that spirit in me. You got that spirit in you. We can win up in this life and making sure our youth don't lose. I'ma say what I gotta say. Hey, try my best to pave the way. For the youth I see today. Hey, honor thy mother, honor thy father, honor thy sister, honor thy brother. Yeah, I try my best to love one another. All in me, we can do this. Don't have to have no beat. Real shit in my heart. In this life is what I spit. Yeah. I'ma say what I gotta say. Hey, try my best to pave the way. For the youth I see today. Hey, I'ma say what I gotta say. Try my best to pave the way. For the youth I see today. Hey, I'ma say what I gotta say. Try my best to pave the way. For the youth I see today.
Yeah, brothers and sisters. Yeah, that's one of my songs I made. And look for the father and son discussion. Excuse me for the noise. Look for the father and son discussions. Be making more of those. My son Aaron, aka Lord Lamont, and I love doing those with him. It's beautiful, you know. And we started doing it. We've been doing it probably about a year now. We've been doing those discussions, and it's really cool, you know. And like I say, look for more of those, and look for my son's doing music. Excuse me for the pause. Look for the music of my son. He'll be working on it. I've been knowing him about that music because he's very talented when it comes to the music. And again, not trying to get paid or be this big star. It's just something I love to do. It's like a hobby. I've been doing it since the 90s, brothers and sisters. I got notebooks and notebooks of music, rhymes I done wrote. You know, I like writing. I also got a book called Unlocking the Vault that I talk about sometime. Every now and then I read pages from it. But yeah, it's beautiful, man. If you like to write sometimes, you know, write our thoughts down. It's beautiful when we do that, especially if we accumulating all this knowledge. As I said, I forget what podcast though. I said a lot of us, most of your writers, their best writers are developed because we accumulate so much knowledge in our brain. We have to write it down, but it's good to write, you know. It's beautiful. Self-therapy is the best thing one can do for oneself, because when you can keep yourself straight, then you can help those in your circle be straight and maintain, you know. Because in this time, being real is like gold. Real talk, knowing oneself is like gold. We all can be true to oneself collectively and be together. We all can be trailblazers, and a lot of us are paving the way. You know, as I said, we're making history, brothers and sisters. Those who are speaking and mean well and putting in the work on social media, outside social media, because those are the true trailblazers. Those who really putting that work in and really helping people and, you know, doing assessments and talking to people and changing their lives. That's the most beautiful thing in the world. That's a hero, not this shit you see on TV. The real trailblazers are those that are underground, that don't give a damn about fame, material status, and none of that shit. We know with that great divine that those things will come. And have divine confidence, not worldly confidence. You know what I'm saying? That's how we know great things will come. And what's another reason we know, brothers and sisters? Because of all the righteous things that we have experienced along this journey. You know, learn things along the way. Wow, we are trailblazing, brothers and sisters. And never forget what started this cause. I say that every now and then. And that's kind of to remind oneself, to remind me, so I don't forget. So don't forget, brothers and sisters, what started this whole cause, this walk in the first place. And never ever let nothing, I don't give a damn what it is. You got a good, strong, divine heart. Let nothing stop us from being the trailblazers that we are. So that's my thought. And forever pave the way for the youth. You know, again, what we do righteous in the present, man, will always pave the way righteously for the future. So again, stay being a trailblazers, my general. Salute. And I honor my family. Salute. I honor your family. I honor my children, their mothers, brothers and sisters all over the world. Please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now, and continue being the trailblazers that you are, brother or sister, young and old. Salute. It's the EBX show. EBX discussion. It's the EBX show. Yeah. It's just the EBX discussion. It's the EBX show. EBX discussion. Yeah. It's the EBX show.